Okay, got it. All right, let's move to the next one on Saturday. I'm looking forward to this one. San Francisco at Green
Oh, I
Bay.
can't wait.
Hello. Right? You mentioned the Niners last week. They were the dog, but man, they felt like they were the favorite. There were a lot of people on San Francisco in that one. This is Green Bay -6, total 47.5. You can tell me if that Green Bay line is continuing to move, because here's the story. Here's the storyline. It's injuries both sides. Green
Yep.
Bay getting healthy with multiple guys back. San Francisco in question. Is Bosa going to be out of concussion protocol? Can he go? Can Warner go for San Francisco? Both are kind of hitting around that maybe they can. What about Jimmy G? We know about the thumb. Now there's talk about a sprained shoulder. That's part of why we're seeing the line move to Green Bay, I would think,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
What do you do here? If you, I mean, I like San Francisco. They can run the ball. I love Debo Samuel. 5 yards a carry is what Green Bay gives up on the ground. That's not a good number going against San Francisco with
No.
Mitchell and Debo that are going to run it at you. But that Jimmy G's injury status, if your whole right side, man, you got a thumb, you got a shoulder, and you're going into freezing Green Bay against Aaron Rodgers and that team, that kind of scares me a little bit for San Francisco here. You?
Scares me too. I think Green Bay is the best team overall, and I'm all in on cash considerations. We had a Kool-Aid guy mention the Kool-Aid man. Whose Kool-Aid are you drinking or have had in the past? It's a great segment, but I was like, you know what? I'm drinking the Aaron Rodgers Kool-Aid. I was last year. I am this year. I think the team with him at home again. They're not losing this game. Now the number comes into question.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Now you go, but I got to win this by 7. Like, is this a game they win by 7? The Jimmy G questions, if Trey Lance has to play, it's a dump all in. Like if we know, like the the bad guys are waiting, and if they know before, this line flies through 7. It flies through 7. We're going to be at 8.5 or close to 10 if it comes out that Jimmy G ain't playing. If it
Okay,
happens in
hold on.
game,
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Because Joe Public, we're not going to be over here and be able to beat the market in. When that news
mm-mm,
breaks, they'll
mm-mm,
have it before we will.
mm-mm.
So, as a player, what's the best play right now? Do I go with, all right, Jimmy G may be hurt, but he's going to play, but if he's not, and get it, if I like Green Bay, get it before it gets to a touchdown now and hope that you're in the game and Jimmy G throws one of those pick lates if he does play and his shoulder hurts, or you go to Lance and Green Bay runs. What's the play now if I like Green Bay on that injury news?
Play Green Bay now.
Yeah,
You,
get
you
it
you
now,
have to
right?
play Green Bay now, yeah, because it's gonna fly. We were trading texts last night. Me and a couple guys at WinBet that work in the room, and a couple other guys, and one of our friends in the business, Sammy P, was asking about what's the value of Trey Lance versus Jimmy G and all this stuff. We all kind of giggled, like, I mean, one guy was like, it makes them better. And then another guy was like, well, no, it doesn't. It makes them 4 points worse. And so the back and forth started, and I was thinking, oh, I just want the guys, like, you just want everybody to play, like in the
Yeah.
room and in the risk room, and then even betting it, you're like, just give me the guys that I want. I play enough games every day with the NBA and this who's playing, who's not. But you better bet Green Bay. Now, this will be the most popular choice because it's the highest spread in the teasers. It'll be the highest choice, like in the money lines. I'm trying to figure out the path to San Francisco winning is another under, just like it was in Dallas. Their defense has to hold Green Bay down enough for them to win. They're not going to score. Like team total, San Francisco is probably an underplay. But all those question marks on defense, injury wise, we're not just Jimmy G, for Bosa and linebacker Warner.
Warner. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to play, I would think. When you look at this game, are you looking like you just saw San Francisco beat Dallas? Are you thinking San Francisco has a shot to win this game?
If you told me everybody was okay and the shoulder's not bad, I still lean with the better quarterback, home field advantage. I like I mean, the Packers are the side here. What I'm trying to determine is would I be totally rocked if San Francisco went in and won? I'd be surprised, but not totally rocked. I mean, okay, I think you can build that case. Mitchell running the ball, Debo doing what he does, Green Bay with a little bit of a sluggish, slow start. all those guys play. Jimmy G plays well. Let me give you a couple Jimmy G numbers.
Yes.
14-4 against the spread as a dog. I mean,
Oof.
Jimmy G takes a lot of heat, but
In
my
his
man
career?
covers. Yeah, 14-4. Last 18,
Wow.
14-4 against the spread.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Green Bay's failed to cover in 3 of its last 4. So I think you
Yeah,
could build
numbers influence.
me a cover. I like Green Bay to win. I haven't played this yet. I'm also holding a San Francisco plus 1900 to win the NFC, which I don't
Ooh.
love. That was just I got that earlier last couple weeks of the season. I thought that was a
Wow.
good number,
That is a good
right?
number.
19-1, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah. See, this is where that trend that you just said about the 1 seeds comes into play, right? Because now the number's higher. The team that just played has injury questions. The team that number 1 seed Packers is the healthiest they've been.
Yeah.
I think that Green Bay is going to be able to run the ball. That 1-2 punch they have, I think they're going to have success. Them having success running the ball will limit a low ceiling offense to begin with. Debo's amazing, but if they're down, the running part of Debo goes away. They can't use him as much in that running game if it's 2 scores down or 10 points down, stuff like that. So now you become one-dimensional for San Francisco, and that's where they go bad. Jimmy G to throw a pick. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
We're going to talk props coming up here in a little bit. That's probably one you got to look at, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably one you got to look at. Okay. Did you say under? You like the under, though?
I do.
58. So the first time these teams met, 58 points scored. It was early in the season, game 3.
It's scary. I don't like this. I don't love it, but I'm leaning under. But Green Bay can win both ways, an over game or an under game. I don't know if San Francisco can come to Lambeau and do the shootout thing and score enough points, and win the game, because that means that Green Bay's trading scores with them. So I think, but they can cover, right? I mean, they can get 24 and 28-24 gets us over the total, gets, San Francisco the cover. So there's scores that get there, but I think the correlation here is San Francisco and under, Green Bay either.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.